often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sun Devils will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pettis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Pettis. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Still looking, on the move. And that one falls incomplete. Stand by the defense.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Sun Devils want to move quickly. Just going to keep it after the snap. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you've really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out more space.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Pettis. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the... Turning it on! Past the first down marker and still running. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go with a direct snap. Plows through the defense. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Houck. Fires to the tight end. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
Try to get it to the edge. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it. Between the tackles, to the outside. Get these big fellas running eastward.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now remember, they were stopped on 4th down earlier in the first quarter, but they'll try it again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He lost one down the sideline. Snags it on the right. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Leaves it with the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The Sun Devils will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
A run for the quarterback. Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. Defense falls on the... Going to be a turnover.
And listen, QB job number 1, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back. We can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
When you run it up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Houck. Oh, he wants it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the...
A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
He wants to throw it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
Their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. He'll lose 4.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something out.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Coming out with it, it's Pettis. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to pass, it's Houck. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. They are, that's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, going to the air. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Brown. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Moving out of the pocket. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Sun Devils heading quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just a hair too much on him from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Houck. Under fire. Open space at the 25. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to scramble. Catch and stride inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to pass on second down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. Third and goal coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Lawson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On target over the middle. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Back has it. Running to Green. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Tight end now in motion. Rides the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they fail to hook up on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going to try to get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
The Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. They'll move the wide receiver. Gives it on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to fire to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets away from one, finds some space. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the Sun Devils line it up with a first and goal. He's looking to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the punishment has been extended. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you could tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. To the air, it's Houck. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on second down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Catch in the middle. It's Roberts. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's Houck. Buys a little time with his feet. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On the move, he fires. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field.